Oh, hey, Redwood, didn't see you there. Welcome to the 2017 Redwood High School Survival Guide. I'm here to help you out with any information you may need to survive this year. Oh, hey, Gigi, didn't see you there. Where have you been?
Sorry, David. I was just out.
Darn.
Right.
Where were you?
Sorry, David. I was at a comm class. I really hope it doesn't count as an unexcused absence because I can't afford any more of those on my transcripts.
Oh, that's all right, Gigi. It's an excused absence, just like any other sort of college visit or if you're sick. It's an unexcused absence if you ditch class, which I know you won't do because you're a model Redwood giant. Let's go check some other stuff out.
Hey, so David, I heard that if you're 18, you can sign yourself out of school.
Really? I didn't know that. What if you're under 18?
Well, then I assume you can't. I think your parents have to sign you out through the attendance office every time you need to leave.
That's super cool. I'll be sure to keep that in mind whenever I need to leave school.
Hey Giants, this is Miss White. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about personal safety. As you know, we've had some recent thefts in our school community, and we want to stress the importance of everyone keeping their valuables secure. So if you have a car and you're parking in the parking lots, please make sure that there are no valuables that are visible in your car and that your windows are rolled up and your cars are locked. If you have valuables in your possession, we encourage you to keep them on you at all times or secure them in this main building in your locker. PE lockers are not as safe, and in the building we have cameras where we can monitor. Freshmen and sophomores, just a tip for you in the locker rooms, make sure your locks are secure and you make sure it clicks before you leave so that there's no theft of your possessions there. So I just want to remind you of our behavior and discipline expectations of all students. Of course, all students are expected to follow all of their classroom rules and policies. And if that does not happen, there's the potential for you to get a referral and come to the office to see one of our campus assistants or your assistant principal. Please remember the cell phone policy. If your teacher does not allow you to have a cell phone on or out during class time, your phone will be taken away on the first offense, taken to the office, and picked up at the end of the day. If it's a second offense, a parent is required to pick it up. On a third offense, there will require a parent to pick up and additional school consequences. I also want to talk a little bit about harassment. Everyone has a right to feel safe on this campus and comfortable coming to school without the fear of being harassed in any way. Whether it's in person, on social media, we take bullying and harassment very seriously. So please do not engage in this type of behavior, whether it's on school grounds or outside of school. If it impacts a student's ability to be here, we will impose school consequences for that behavior. The last thing I want to touch on are just suspendable offenses. I think all of you know the types of things that can get you suspended. They're all available to you in the student parent handbook, which is available online. But just to highlight a few, being under the influence or in possession of drugs or alcohol on campus or at a school event is a suspendable offense. Bullying and harassment is also a suspendable offense. Theft is a suspendable offense, and also we've had an issue with vaping, and vaping is also against school rules here on campus. Thank you.
Hey Gigi, what are you doing over there?
Oh, I'm doing what I always do. I'm being conscious of the digital footprint that I'm leaving behind because what you put on the internet stays there forever. What about you?
What? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
So here at Redwood, we care about you and we want you to be healthy. So we are vigorously opposed to any drug or alcohol use here on our campus. We have many programs to support a healthy school environment and lifestyle, including clubs, activities, special school events, sports. We have it all. So please take advantage of those programs and keep a healthy lifestyle. We also want you to know that there are serious consequences for any drug or alcohol use on campus. Remember this and always think before you act. For example, you could have a parent-student conference. We have a lot of interventions, referrals to outside counseling agencies, but you can also be suspended for up to 5 days, and we may have to get law enforcement involved. So remember, we care, so be safe.
David, what are you wearing?
Nothing. That's inappropriate or has any illegal substances on it.
Put a shirt on.
Okay.
Hey Redwood, this is Sam Zygarde. here to talk to you about our parking on campus. As we all know, parking on campus is a challenge, so we want to make sure that everyone is aware of our parking rules and regulations. Any student who wishes to drive and park on campus must have a 2017-18 valid student parking permit. We are currently in the process of distributing parking permits, and starting September 25th, we'll be fully enforcing our permit parking for students on campus. When you obtain your parking permit, please be sure to visibly display it in the back of your car, so when we go around, check the cars for permits, we can find your parking permit. Given that it's a school-wide policy, we need to enforce the policy, and it is important that when students apply for a parking permit, they are aware of all the parking policies that we have on our website. Of course, one of the coolest ways, one of the best ways that you can secure a parking spot is by carpooling. Please know that on campus at Redwood, we define carpool as 3 or more students in the car, including the driver, and those students who apply and obtain a parking permit, a carpool permit, will be able to park in a carpool space. Other students, it is a first come, first served basis. When a student does park on campus without a permit or parks in an area where they're not allowed, it is considered a first offense. That first offense is typically will result in a student being asked to move the car and may or may not result in the Central Marin Police Authority to issue a ticket. In addition, a first offense will result in student losing parking privileges for 2 weeks. A second offense of parking will result in a ticket being issued by the Central Marin Police Authority, the school service hours, and 3 months of not being able to park on campus. And finally, a third offense of parking is to move the car, get a ticket, school service hours, and no parking for 6 months or the rest of the school year. So we know a lot of students drive to campus for parking. Please be safe, please drive safely. Hey Redwood, I'm here to talk about our cell phone policy. Given that we care deeply about your academic success, we do have a cell phone policy that we want all you all to be aware of. Please know that per both district and school policy, you may have your cell phone on you before school, during break, during lunch, and at all school activities. However, when you are in class, we want you to be fully engaged. When you have your cell phone out in class, a teacher or staff member may take your cell phone away. When that cell phone is taken away, it'll be brought down to the office, and the student can pick up that cell phone at the end of the day. That's the first offense. The second time that happens, the cell phone will be taken away, brought to the office, and now a parent has to come to school during school hours and pick up your cell phone. If there is a third offense, in addition to the cell phone being taken away and the parent come to school to pick it up, you will be issued service hours. So you are fully engaged in class, collaborating with your teachers, participating in instruction, labs, and discussions. Please put away your cell phone when you're in class and fully engage in instruction. Thank you, Redwood.
Do you ever feel like you need to de-stress?
Come to the Wellness Center.
Do you ever wonder about class opportunities?
Go see your counselor.
My name is Scott Morgan. In January, it'll be my 2nd year here at Redwood, and campus supervisor.
So my name is Robert. This is my 3rd year here, and yeah, this is a real train.
What's good, Redwood? I'm Jay. This is my 2nd stint at Redwood. I'm back and ready to go.
Respect is what makes a good sportsman.
If you're at a Redwood athletic event, it's fine to acknowledge Redwood's athletic superiority, but you don't have to bully the other team about it. Be nice, as per the MCAL rules.
Do you have any urgent or confidential information you need to share?
Call 911 or the Redwood tip line below.
Respect is key. Respect your elders, your peers, your parents. Respect everyone.
Always remember that Redwood High School is a community, and in order to make that community a better, healthier, safer, happier place, you have to be respectful.
We also need to be inclusive.
And always be respectful to your teachers. They give up their time just to make sure that you have a better future.
And please be respectful of our campus, which means please don't litter and pick up any trash that you do see.
Thanks for watching, Redwood. If anything was unclear, go to the Redwood website and check out the online student handbook.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.